What's going on YouTube? County Gains back here again, baby. So it's late at night today, guys. It's a Tuesday night. I'm going on a errand run up to Dublin. I have a lot of business to do up there, guys. A lot of meetings, a lot of big executive meetings with a lot of big YouTubers, etc. You know what I mean? I have million euro deals in the bank. Not million, but 100,000 euro deals. You know, big shot, guys. And I'm bullshit. I'm obviously joking, guys. I'm just going up to Dublin right now. I have 2 hours free to talk to the camera. So I said, instead of listening to a podcast, let myself be my own podcast, guys. You know what I mean? We don't have chill car chats. This is going to be hype or crazy car chats, guys. Let's make it more easy with the alliteration. So anyway, yeah, basically, guys, I've been getting a lot of questions, so yeah, just want to give you the background. I'm going up to Dublin, so I have 2 hours, so, you know, a lot of people ask me, yo, why do I make these videos in the car, driving, guys, driving back. Obviously, there's only one route from Galway to Dublin, guys. I drive that route every second week, we'll say, or every once a month, I think I go to Dublin. Yeah, once a month. Yeah, so once a month I go to Dublin. And it's really fun and exhilarating and pretty chill drive, guys. I was going to listen to the new Mr. Beast podcast with Andrew Schultz, which I will actually get around to doing, guys, after I record this podcast. I just, you know what I mean, I just wanted to give you guys a little brief update on how everything's going. So we hit 19k subs. I want to hit the 20k subs soon, guys. And really, I still feel like my shit sucks. You know what I mean? I want to hit that 100k, guys, like nothing else. You know what I mean? I'm just trying every day. I'm doing shorts now, so I apologize to people if you guys aren't liking the shorts. You know, I'm getting loads of views on the shorts, which is pretty good, but I feel like it's dropping the views in my actual videos. So I love you guys so much for supporting the shorts as well as the actual videos, guys. You know, I'm trying to run up those shorts as well, because in the new year, guys, YouTube Shorts has introduced now monetization, so you'll be able to monetize the YouTube Shorts, and like, it's going to be crazy, guys. It's going to basically turn YouTube into TikTok. It's going to be absolutely wild, and I think you'll be paid more on YouTube than you will on TikTok, because it's just a more developed platform. You know, YouTube is the number one, it's the king, it's the ocean, you know. And I always thought that ever since I was like freaking 12 years old, guys. Ever since I started watching YouTube videos, you know what I mean, Gangnam Style and all that bullshit. I always thought it was the you know what I mean, the cash cow, man, that cash piggy, or whatever, you know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, guys, basically, the theme of this video, you guys have seen the old, you've seen the old thumbnail, you've seen the old video name, right? And basically, guys, I'm going to be talking about mental health today, right? So I put up a bunch of different videos, starting off talking about Andrew Tate and Andrew Tate's take on mental health. Now, a lot of people in those videos, I didn't get many comments, so I'm not obviously that many subscribers, not that many people watch those videos. I think I got a good video, like I said, with that Tate video. I got like 2,000 views, got like €8 within a day. It was pretty dope. It was you know, one of the many videos that I get monetized now, which is pretty sweet. But that video was pretty sweet, guys. I did like a 7-minute video, 6-minute video, got freaking €8. I was so hyped. I was jumping up and down, because, you know what I mean, you really see the money from this shit is crazy. But anyway, guys, that's another point. I'll talk about money someday on this channel, because I know everyone wants to know how much you earn from YouTube, guys. How much you earn from YouTube? I'm like, bruh, I'm not obviously earning millions. I just say, whenever someone asks you, if you're a YouTuber, especially in Ireland, guys, and someone asks you how much you make from it, or like a chick in a club, or someone like that, guys, or a guy, friend, say millions, man, millions. I make millions from it. I'm better than you. I'm famous now. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Play it up to them, because that's what they think you're doing when you make a YouTube channel. Having self-awareness is the greatest thing in the world, guys. And I will talk about self-awareness in a second. So, self-awareness is the single most important thing an individual will have. But let me tell you guys something, right? Because I want to make this channel into like a motivational channel too, guys. Because I feel a lot of people, especially in Ireland, start to go and start getting this shit kind of motivation during the winter months. During the summer, everyone's happy. Yay, we're partying. Bitches got their titties out. You know what I mean? Dudes got the freaking tank tops on, Shred City, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But during the winter, everyone just turns into a fucking mole rat, guys. They turn into naked mole rats. They turn into little hairy kind of freaking hamsters, and they just run back home. They don't leave their house for 6 months until the sun comes out again. So, anyway, we're getting a little bit off track here. So I want to make this channel into a bit of a motivational channel. I got severe ADHD, guys. Don't take any drugs for it. We don't take drugs on this channel. But this is again the mental health thing, guys. So I want to talk about mental health for a second. So like I said, guys, it's the single most important thing in your life. You know, it's the single most important thing in your life. I made a video with Tate, and he talks about mental health, and people in that video somehow, I only got like one comment or 2 comments. They were mostly positive, but I got like one comment, and it was like, yo, like, Tate is like talking shit about mental health or whatever, and someone actually believed that he was trying to slander people with mental health and stuff. Guys, that is like the opposite of what he's trying to do. He's trying to give motivation. Same with Wes Watson. Wes Watson's a big inspiration to me as well. He's a legend, guys. Go check him out. Big jacked guy, you know what I mean? I like guys that are jacked, that give advice, because your body is the first idea, you know, the first manifestation that you guys do in life, you know, building your physique. You know, when I was 16, 15 years old, I started lifting weights. I'm like, yo, I want to have a shredded physique, 100 kilos, like shredded, 102, 103 kilos, whatever, 230 pounds, and be shredded, which I kind of am now, but I'm not shredded, guys, by any means. I am very fit at this weight, I will say. I will praise myself. And I'll get on to that, guys, as well, talking highly about yourself. You know what I mean? Not in a cocky way, guys, but just talking highly and thinking highly about yourself, because nobody else will. But anyway, corny as hell, but let me get on to the topic at hand. So that one comment was basically trying to say that Tate was basically trying to slander people of some sort or something like that, or people basically got the wrong end of the stick. They thought that basically Tate was trying to make fun of people with mental health, that if you have mental health, you're a weak man. You know, if you go through hard times, then, you know what I mean, and you come out of them, you know, you're gonna be stronger. What he's basically trying to say to people, guys, just listen carefully. Let me fucking break this down super clear so everyone understands, guys, right? Because in Ireland, mental health is the biggest thing ever. In Galway last year, during the big C, the big cough, yeah, 7 people committed suicide in August, my birthday month. During that month, horrendous, right? Because of the lockdown. I truly think it was because of the lockdown. You know, I think we should have handled it like Japan and other countries, South Korea handled it, stuff like that, guys. That's a topic for another time. I don't really care too much about the political stance, but people genuinely think that he's trying to diss people with mental health problems. I mean, it's the most absurd thing in the world. He's basically just trying to tell people, yo, you have it so good. You know, you have it so good that you should really be happy and you know, be privileged to where you come from. Now, there's 3 levels, guys. You could live in like a third world country like Asia, somewhere like that. Then you could live in Western Europe, you know, Europe, stuff like that. And then you can live in America, right? America's number 1, Europe's number 2, and I think Asia and stuff is number 3, right? Somewhere around there. And what I mean by that, guys, is your quality of living. You know what I mean? Your quality of living in Canada and America is just so absurd to me. You know, it's unbelievable. When I was growing up and stuff like that, guys, I was born abroad. I moved to Ireland when I was 6, like 5 years old, whatever, right? So I don't know what it was like to live abroad. I was in Dubai, guys, right? Now, this was before it was rich, guys. You know, it was poor as fuck back then. It was really poor. I remember seeing the culture. I remember seeing, you know, walking to school and seeing all the men in the dish dashes and the turbans. I won't say turban because that's kind of like an offensive word, but like the dish dashes, and they had the turbans on, walking to the mosque, you know, the call to prayer, Allah Akbar, and they would be called to prayer, and they were the nicest people ever, guys. I would walk home at 6 years old from my friend's house, and nobody would touch me, no man would do anything, right? Amazing place to live. The Middle East is unbelievable, right? But still, it was kind of poor back then, right? So then we moved to Ireland, right? And Ireland is unbelievable, guys. Ireland, and this is what I'm trying to get at, and this is what I think Tate's trying to get at, guys. If you're privileged enough to live in a Western world, you know, where you don't have these, you know, these tyrannical governments and this craziness that happens in other countries, you are blessed, guys. And let me get on to my point. So anyway, I'm half Czech, right? And we go home to my mom's country. Beautiful place, absolutely unbelievable. Everyone is so beautiful and nice and helpful and friendly and beautiful. But super poor country, Eastern Europe, guys. Poland, Slovakia, Lithuania, Latvia, place like that, guys. You know, I was listening to a podcast recently, listening to a guy from Eastern Europe, and it's like, when you think about it, I could have been born in Eastern Europe, guys, and I wouldn't have no, you know, frame of reference what it's like to live here compared to living here. But now that I live in Ireland, guys, and it's so amazing. Like, when I go to Slovakia every single year since I was like born, guys. I've been going there like every year for like a month or 2. And when I come home, guys, I'm not even joking, guys. Ask people that when they meet me when I come home. I'm literally kissing the ground. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like so freaking happy, because my frame of reference of living is so completely skewed. Like, even though in Slovakia it's way better than Ireland in terms of my family and everything that live there. They're beautiful, everyone's so nice, and oh, it's unbelievable. I love, but in terms of like the standard of living compared to Ireland is obviously a lot less, right? Now guys, I went to America and Canada this year for a month, and oh my Jesus, I didn't even want to leave, guys. You know, when I'm in Slovakia, you're always, I'm constantly like, oh, when will I get to go home? When you go to America and Canada, bro, I don't know, like, do people actually believe the rhetoric that we hear a lot in Ireland, talking about how America's not that great, and oh, America's this, is terrible problems. Like, dude, like, I would rather, like, yo, check it out, guys. I would rather be living probably like middle class poor in friggin' America, because I know like that I would be earning money like crazy. I remember just in terms of YouTube, guys, my channel just started going crazy. Getting crazy subs in like one day. 80 subscribers just out of nowhere, blowing up. The channel just started blowing up because Americans push their own shit, guys. They just like push money like crazy. But the point of the matter is, guys, what I'm trying to get at is your frame of reference of what country you live in. You know, you are blessed, guys, to live in these countries. I mean, there's wars going on, guys. There's like people getting bombed, like Syria. There's all these craziness shit happening in the world, and people are complaining about, you know, oh, my Starbucks coffee is not like how I want it. Like, I got a shit Starbucks coffee the last day, paid like $6 for it, and I was like, yo, this is kind of whack. And then I'm thinking like in my head, like, yo, my great granduncle was fighting in World War II. He killed a bunch of Nazis, like straight up. He moved from Slovakia to America, drafted, you know, got his leg blown off, killed tons of Nazis, you know, North Africa, all this craziness. Yeah, he got 3 silver stars. Like, guys, I mean, this guy was a god, right? I'm thinking, I'm over here complaining about shit like this. Bro, nothing in my life will ever come close to the hardship that he faced or that people have faced in the past. You know, you have to understand that life really is just, it's just a disaster, guys. It's just a war. It's a war for resources, as Tate says. But I've been saying all this years before, 3 years before. But if you don't have a frame of reference to come from, if you're born and lived in the Western world your whole life, like if you're born in America, I mean, and you think it's terrible there, guys, go to other countries. You know what I mean? If you're born in Ireland or England and you think it's shit there, go to other countries. Go to freaking North Africa, or shit, I mean, name a place like Russia or China. I mean, it's just these countries are horrendous, guys. But anyway, coming back to the point, guys, I kind of went off topic there for about 10 minutes. When we talk about mental health, and when Tate talks about mental health, and these guys, Bulldog Mindset, Wes Watson, you have all these hardcore masculine dudes talking about mindset shit, guys, in life. Like, it's just unbelievable how people get that twisted. Oh, you can't make fun of people that are disabled and stuff. You can't make fun of people. Everything in your life cannot be controlled apart from your mental, guys. You can literally change your mental health. If you're going through the worst times ever, which I know a lot of people have suffered, guys, people that are emigrating, you know, coming from poor countries to Ireland or whatever. If you're, you know what I mean, if you're experiencing super hardships in your life, like I think I have when I was younger, in terms of like not having an abundance of shit, right? You know, like you see, it's almost like a, you know, looking at other people and saying, God, I don't have that. Then you kind of get a different mind frame, guys. You kind of just are like, you're very pissed off all the time about, oh yeah, I want this, and you kind of have a drive that is just unbelievable. It's just an unbelievable fucking drive. I didn't even like I've never like thought about not having a crazy drive for things that I wanted. I think a lot of people watching this will feel the same, that, yo, I just deserve this shit, except I wasn't given it, I just really deserve it. You know, if you're born rich, if you're born with these things, guys, your mental's gonna be screwed up completely, because really, yeah, you may work very hard, quote unquote, but if your family was privileged, guys, you're not really ever gonna be able to have the drive as a guy living in the gutter. Like someone living like these rappers that you see, guys, in America, they come from shit for sure. Like, I mean, I've seen it, guys. I've seen it. Like, it was unbelievable. But they have this drive that's like no other, guys. And it really comes from that mental aspect, guys. Your mental will pretty much control your entire life. You know, it will control the stress you bring into your life. It will control the emotions that you feel on a daily basis. And it will control everything, guys. Absolutely, your relationships with women, your relationships with your family, your relationships with everyone, other friends. You know what I mean? It will control absolutely everything. And really, when you think about it, guys, the mental aspect is what's everything, guys. It's literally what everything. That's when you see like people, like when you ever see like immigrants and stuff, they go to America or they're second generation, or in Ireland, they always make it. they always make crazy money, guys. Why is that, guys? You know, you never see, I was listening to a podcast recently, he said you never see a Chinese man working for a white man. Or you never see, you never see this kind of thing. It's always Chinese people or Japanese people, they're always working, they always have businesses, they always work for their own people. It's like a mentality that like, yo, we're not working for this white man, like, and I'm like, yo, that's a amazing mentality to have. Have a mentality that you're like never satisfied with shit. Like, be happy. Like, you have to be happy as well, guys. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, if I don't have €1 million in my bank account, I'm not happy. That's completely opposite of me. I really don't care about that. My goal in this shit is just to make enough so I can make a living off it, right? Not a big living, just like standard living, like whatever you guys want to call it, 200, 300 a week, whatever. Which is very achievable, guys, to make, you know, fitness plans and shit, which I'm already doing, guys. I'm already nearly there, right? So it's not really that hard of a goal. But you really see, like, even just doing that, like, the barriers to that are so incredible. And I think it's what people put on themselves. You know, Dan Bilzerian, guys, he said, what was, like, the main obstacle? I'm coming up to a toll plaza here, guys, the first toll plaza. You know, he was asked by More Plates, More Dates, I think it was, or Joe Rogan, it might have been, like, yo, what's like the main obstacle to like a lot of people in life? Like, is it like the government putting you down, or is it like your friends telling you, yo, don't do that, you're not good enough? Or what is it, guys? What is like the main obstacle? Let me try to put this focus on. Okay, yeah, defocus that background. Like, get that focus on me, baby. Hold up. Get that focus on me, baby. What is like the main obstacle? Oh man, this camera's looking good, baby. A bit too white. I think I'm a bit too lit up. But what's like the main you know, driving force? That's, you know, what's like the main preventative of the driving force? You know what I mean? What's like that main the main force that's going to prevent you from doing things? And it really is just this, guys. Not even attempting to do anything. Just being completely satisfied with your entire situation, guys. Not being like, yo, I fucking deserve everything, guys. I fucking deserve everything. And people get this twisted before they start going off, oh, Chris is this guy, he's like delusional. It's not actually about achieving the fucking €1 million a week or Lamborghinis and fucking Bugattis. I think a lot of people don't really care about that. I'm not a materialistic guy. I never have been. I really don't give a shit. I love to have a sick body, maybe you know, a house, whatever, that kind of shit. But in terms of like, and I think most people like that, but a lot of people now are like shifted by the media to think, oh, if this guy's trying something new, it must be for materialistic means, it must be for this. And it's complete cap, guys. Like, I don't think people literally think about 24/7, yo, I need to get the newest car, I need to get the newest clothes. If I don't get the newest clothes, then I'm shit, right? It's really a respect thing, you know what I mean? Whether people respect you in life, whether your woman respects you, whether you're respected at work, you know, like, it's this kind of mentality that people get. And if you don't get that respect, guys, you're going to be pretty upset. But coming back a little bit, when we talk about the mental health aspect, like being able to just achieve the goals that you guys want to achieve, it's very simple, guys. Make a plan in your head to think, yo, in 5 years time, I am going to achieve this goal, no matter what, guys. I said to myself, yo, all right, when I start this YouTube channel, that's it. Like, there is no going back. There's no like, yo, I'm not gonna post today, I'm not gonna do any of this shit. You know, have this intensity and this self-driven, like almost insanity, like, how to explain it, like a sense of urgency, like a real sense of urgency. Like, this is life or freaking death. If I don't do this shit, then like that's it, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I could die, like, you could be dead tomorrow, guys. Like, you could die in 50 days, you could die in 10 years, you could die in 20 years. You don't really know when that point is going to come. When, you know, you don't know when that Grim Reaper comes knocking, guys. You don't know when Jesus says time's up. You know what I mean? You don't know when God says time's up, guys. So you need to have this sense of urgency, you know, like a motherfucker, like just something out of a fucking movie, like, type shit. You know what I mean? And I think, like, you know, this mentality is just, you know, it's just in a lot of people, and it's just not in a lot of people, guys. You know, people that I hang out with, I used to have friends, well, people doing pants, people have that mentality, but, you know, it's like, it's more of a want than anything, you know. Like, you know, do you have that mentality? Do you have that sense of urgency every single day, no matter what? I am going to get this bread, I'm gonna get this. Like, I don't have any money right now, guys. I have loads saved up, well, not loads saved up, I have a few, you know, thousands saved up. I'm just living off that shit, like thinking, yo, I am going to get this no matter what. I'm building this business, I'm doing this no matter what. There's no going back. There's no, I might get a part-time job. I got my old kind of job back, selling the stem cells, shit like that, hopefully. But it's like, this kind of shit like should not be long-term, guys. When you think about these jobs that you want to do long-term, if that is really what you want to do, absolutely 100% go for it. Kill it, build that career like crazy. Like this is what, you know, Tate says as well. People get, everything that he says, people get twisted, you know. Obviously, we're not taking his dating advice, guys. His dating advice is a bit kind of, you know what I mean, it's a bit kind of misogynistic, we'll say. Not really, guys. A lot of people hate on that. I don't think he is misogynistic personally, but a lot of people are hating his dating advice, so we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the mental aspect that I talked about. So when he talks about the mental health aspect, you know, it is the most important thing. It's the only thing that you guys can control. One of the only things you can control. You cannot control a lot of things in life, guys. You can't control how people are going to respond to you starting a business. You can't control how your friends are going to act on a daily basis. You can't really control how your woman's going to act. You can't, I mean, you control these things to a certain degree. You know, he said as well, let me just take a drink, guys. You can kind of control to a certain aspect, you know, how your woman's going to be, how your life is going to play out, to a certain aspect, your health. But really deep down at the bottom level, you can't control any of those things. You can't control your health, you can't control any of these things because, you know, how things are going to play out. I could post a video tomorrow, blow up on YouTube, become a freaking millionaire, or I'll be still posting my videos for the next 10 years and never make anything from it. It's really, and even though I make amazing content, let's say I'm a guy who makes amazing content, right? That's really up for debate, guys. It's really up for the viewership. It's really up for like people to think, yo, like this might not play out, this may play out. It's not really, everything in life is pretty you're not going to be able to control. But one thing you are able to control, guys, 100% of the time, is your mental state, guys. You know what I mean? The last day I came home from Dublin and I felt a little bit shit for a day. Normally I feel probably like shit maybe like one day out of the month. I haven't been sad one day until this day since I came back from holidays though, right? I think this year was pretty successful. But like, let's just say you're pretty sad for that one day. Literally the next day I said, yo, I feel pretty shit, right? I know this is not me. I know this isn't normally how I act. I'm gonna get up tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the gym straight away in the morning. Straight away in the morning. Not even think. No thinking ifs or buts about it. Went to the gym in the morning, got 15 videos done, all that thinking in my head, completely gone. You know, that overthinking, that analysis paralysis that you guys know and experience all the time, that mental aspect is so crucial for everything in life, guys. It really is the only thing you can control. And I do agree with that. It is really the only thing. If you get into a thing where you're a horrendous situation, you know, it's the only thing you control. And most people are very good at it, because Tate talks about people not being very good at it. I actually think people are a lot better at it than they give themselves credit for. I think that most people are not good, but I'd say about 40% of people are amazing at controlling their mental, guys. You know, one of the things I've noticed in Ireland is, I love Irish, you know, I love freaking Ireland so much, guys. Like, it's like literally the greatest place in the world. But I've listened to a lot of podcasts recently, you know, Talking Bollocks and Dongo podcasts. I love those guys, when they're beasts. Like talking about how Ireland has changed a lot, you know what I mean? And like, I feel like Ireland in the last year, since the big cough, guys, has changed completely. Like, I think that every single person has changed. Like, you know, I don't know how exactly what to put my finger on, but every single person I've talked to about this, they always say the same thing. They said, yeah, something happened, something has happened, and I can't quite put my finger on it. And I think I've put my finger on it, guys. I think that people just got weird during the lockdown. I think that people got very resentful. I think people got very angry. I think that people got very resentful and angry and almost like pissed off that this had to happen to good people. You know, we everything's been pretty plain sailing, and then once the shit hits the fan, we see exactly what happens. People aren't loyal. The companies cut your throat. The government cuts our throat. The government goes back on everything. Like, it's a complete disaster. It's a complete shit show, guys. And people should feel like that. They should feel absolutely just, yo, like, this is so weird. But almost I just feel like interactions with people have gotten very weird, guys. Just I used to think that people in Ireland were very, and this is the first thing a lot of girls say to me in clubs. They're like, "Oh, Irish guys are so shy," and I was like, "Yo, why have chicks started saying this shit over the last 2 or 3 years?" Irish guys are really shy and stuff like that. And I do notice incredible shyness and just like almost like anxiety when talking just in regular conversations. I've never in my life felt anxiety talking to somebody, talking to a hot chick or any of this. I don't know why. Maybe when I was like younger in school or some shit, but you shouldn't keep this sort of anxiety and this bottled up kind of like, you know, anxiety and severe depression and stuff inside you. I don't really understand. Like, guys, anxiety is like bullshit. It's like thinking about the fucking, oh, like what's gonna happen. It's like embarrassment. Oh, I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of this girl that I like. Or like I said, guys, you can't control this girl if she wants to sleep with you or not, guys. You ain't gonna change that. That rhetoric, that you know, that thought process that she's having is not going to be changed by something that you say, guys. It's going to be changed by your actions. Like, it's going to be changed by like the way you act around the girl, what you've done up to that point, whether you have your own shit together. Do you have your own house? Do you have your own car? Do you have an amazing job? Do you have a good income? You know, but that's really controlled by your confidence and the way you act towards her, whatever it may be, guys. You know, people just worry over the dumbest shit, and this is coming back again to the mental health, guys. When you worry about needless things, I was listening to a philosopher recently, a modern day philosopher. I don't listen to Jordan Peterson or Ben Shapiro. I don't listen to any of those guys before people start asking me about them. I listen to guys that friggin' lift weights and get jacked. I listen to people like that, guys, because I can kind of relate to that. I love the gym. I always have, but I don't listen to the intellectuals too much. I listen to people that have like made successful in their life. You know, Kevin Hart, you know, Brendan Marshall, all these athletes in America and stuff like that. And one thing they got in common, guys, is really like, it's just, you know what I mean? You shouldn't have this crippling mental health when nothing has really happened to you. You know, you haven't really gone through hardships. Hold on a second, because my throat was killing me. You know, you're privileged, and that's not to say it's a bad thing to be privileged or anything like that, guys. People say, oh, you're privileged, and they kind of want you to say like, oh, well, my situation is terrible. Yeah, your situation may be terrible. Absolutely. Don't ever think for a second that your situation is not worse than anyone. Of course, guys, some people have crazy situations, parents dying and stuff. It's horrendous. So absolutely, definitely, you have a shitty situation. But you know what I mean? Most of the time, just working and going towards that goal is what's going to help kind of pull you out of that. That's what all these mental health people say online. They're all talking, yeah, that like keep working, keep building your body, keep driving at your business, keep driving at your career. You kind of forget about stuff when you are really 100% on a purpose, guys. I've experienced purpose twice in my life. Once from the age of about 16 to about 24. Yeah, maybe 25, and then it kind of just switched from that to YouTube, right? The purpose. So like, really, like, you know what I mean? I've never been without a purpose ever in my life, which is a great thing. I'm blessed to have that, guys. But you know, honestly, if I didn't have a purpose, guys, I would just be doing nothing. Honestly, I'd just be playing video games all day. I wouldn't really care about having, a real purpose. But I was talking to my friend recently, and he talked about this amazing book, guys, that I think everyone should read as well, called The Alchemist. And it basically talks about how a person is every day they're leading down a road, guys, to their purpose. Don't be worried if you're 30, 35, 30, 40, and you're still looking for that purpose, guys. Don't be rushing through life with these things. You know, guys are always so quick to run. Oh my God, I'm 25 now. I don't have the purpose. Oh my God, I need to get married. Oh my God, woman, please. I'm 40 and I'm still not married. It doesn't matter, guys. Things come to people at different paces. You know what I mean? You cannot compare yourself to everyone. You know, that's another thing, guys, I see as well because of Instagram and social media. Oh my God. When I was a kid, guys, I never even looked at, even to the age of like, I didn't have a phone until I was 18 years old, right? I never looked at people in any sort of way on social media like, yo, this guy's better than me or this kind of thing. Nowadays with social media, guys, you're a school kid. You're in school. You're looking at all these people that are creating things for themselves. It must be insane, dude. Like, it must be the most insane shit ever, guys. Like, I couldn't even imagine what people are feeling now in college or whatever. They're looking at other people that have got these amazing careers and, you know, maybe they're not doing too well themselves or whatever. guys, don't worry about that, guys. Keep that mental health in check. Keep checking yourself on the mental health. Keep working on yourself. You know what I mean? Working on yourself, and this is what I want to talk about for a second too, guys. Working on yourself is the most important thing, guys. Working on your goddamn self. People don't realize that working on yourself is the most important thing. It's the best thing to do, guys. If you're stuck in a situation, I don't have a job, I don't have a girlfriend, maybe I'm not in shape, I don't have any money coming in, I don't have a business, I don't have anything over me. The most important thing is to work on yourself, guys. You know what I mean? Don't worry about getting a job, helping other people create their dream, create money for other people. Think of an idea. Just sit there and think of an idea. Yo, what is my purpose? What do I believe is going to make me happy in the future? What do I think is going to be like, yo, yeah, actually, that might be a long-term thing for me. That might be a thing where I'm like, yo, you know what? This is pretty neat, right? This is pretty fun. I actually like doing this job, this kind of this side hustle, whatever, full time. Maybe I could do this full time. You know, think about what's gonna bring you money through your pleasure, guys. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, the ultimate is obviously creating money from something that you love, but realistically, you probably have to have a side job, part-time job, until that thing becomes amazing. I've done that for the last year. Before I took now a year off, nearly a year off, like 8 months off. You know, people have to go at their own pace. Do not worry about what people call you. Do not worry like, oh, this guy's doing this, he's a fucking whatever. Bro, it's literally just loser thinking, guys. It's fucking loser bullshit that people will try to put you down. If your friend says something to you guys negative, like, yo, this business sucks, right? Unless, like, of course, if you've been doing it for 10 years and you're shit at it, yeah, obviously if you're a rapper and you've been doing it for 20 years and you're shit, listen to your friend's advice. But if you're just starting out, or you're a few years into this idea, guys, don't listen to fucking idiots around you, guys. Especially, let me tell you something, guys. Don't listen to someone, especially if they haven't done something themselves, guys. If they're just... one sec, guys. I'm fucking sore throat shouting at you guys. If you guys notice that these people... You guys have noticed something in life, man. This is actually hilarious what I've noticed in the last fucking 5 years, ever since before college. It's always the people with, like, the shittest ideas and literally have nothing. They've never achieved it. They don't even have mental fortitude. Like, that's what I'm kind of trying to play off on this channel, because I don't really have much shit yet. But people play off that. People that have achieved nothing. It's always the people that have achieved literally zilch, done nothing, that always puts you down, guys. You ever realize that, man? It's never a guy. I used to have a friend last year, and, like, you know, he had a big ass business, right? And he would always be like, yeah, man, go for it. And, like, even though I'm not friends with this guy anymore, I always remember, like, yo, that guy was super positive because they have achieved great things in business. People that have achieved nothing, guys, will always be the first to put you down, guys. You ever realize that, man? Ain't that funny, guys? Ain't that funny? You come on my channel, I've achieved 20,000 subscribers. Nothing major. I will have 100k though. I will achieve these amazing things in the future. 100%. Fucking I'll die trying. You know what I mean? Get 100k or die trying. I will always come on this channel and tell you guys. I will tell you guys every fucking time that you are worth it, man. You guys gotta stop hanging out with these fucking people that don't believe in you guys. This is the main key, man. They don't believe in you, and you don't believe in your fucking self, because that's actually really the main issue. I hang out with people sometimes, they say shit to me, I don't give a fuck. Water off a duck's back, or whatever the saying is. Water off a turtle's back, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whatever, guys. That shit, like, bro, I don't even, like, bro, I'm so mentally fucking crazy, like, you guys don't even know. Bro, you could say some shit to me, bro, it doesn't even matter. Anything that people say to you guys in life, it will be to bring you down. It will be to create doubt, guys. Create doubt in your mind that you are actually good enough, that you're worth doing what you're doing. You know, creating this doubt. Even like backhanding comments, oh yeah, you're doing quite well there. Like, it's just like, when really deep down you know that they're just, and you've heard people say, oh, they're talking shit. Guys, this is crazy loser mentality, and it's really heavy nowadays, guys. You never see a guy achieving something amazing, guys. Achieving something phenomenal. Tate, Dan Bilzerian, all these guys are always talking about, what are they talking about, guys? Oh yeah, you can do it. You can really do it too. They're not selling you anything. Maybe Tate is. Maybe Dan Bilzerian is. But they're not selling you programs. They're not selling you mental health advice. They're not selling you mental fortitude advice. They're plain and simply telling you guys that, like, yo, you can do this. Like, you don't have to worry about other people in your life, your mom, your dad, your this and that. You know what I mean? If your mom and dad are negative towards you guys, it's bad though. You know, your family unit is fucked. You know what I mean? If your parents are constantly telling shit to you, that's your family, your whole family is fucked, guys. You gotta sort that shit out. You know what I mean? You gotta be tight with your brother or sister or whatever. You know, if you're a girl, be tight with your sister. You gotta be tight with these people, guys. Don't be fucking fighting your family. This is insane, guys. You're a unit, guys. You won't build that unit together. Always, guys. Always. This is why I love Muslim people. I fucking love Muslim people, guys. I fucking love Arabic and Muslim people. They're the best people. I'm telling you, Muhammad is the best man for the job. Okay, like these people. I have a few mates from college. I fucking love them, guys. They brought me to the iftars. You know, I remember this shit from when I was a kid. But like Middle Eastern people, they're amazing. They have the tightest family fucking units, guys. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know, a lot of times in Ireland, guys, a lot of the family units are broken, guys. For some reason, the people move away from home, and then the second they just stop talking to their parents completely. Like, yo, like, what is up with that, bro? Like, or they just stop talking to their brother. Like, it's really funny. I see nowadays, guys, on freaking Instagram and shit. All of a sudden, Tate starts talking about being friends with your brother. I see people that have post pictures with their brother. Oh yeah, I'm best friends with my brother. Like, you weren't like that last year. I ain't never seen you do that ever in your life. I never seen you ever be like that ever in your life. Cool with your bro. Ever. I was sitting beside my brother on the bus. They used to make fun of us and shit. My friends, they're cool though. They used to say, "Oh, yo, you hang out with your brother. That's kind of fucking. That's a bit sad." Like, are you fucking kidding me? Wait, this is way before Tate and shit, guys. I was sitting beside my brother every day for fucking years on the bus. Ask people, they know the shit. Like, why is that, guys? Because I'm fucking cool as fuck with my bro. Ain't no fucking, yeah, he's my best bro, along with fucking a few other people that are also my brothers, that aren't bloodline. But if you're not cool with your bro, guys, reevaluate the situation. Like, fuck me, man. That is a disgrace that if you're not friends with your brother. I mean, obviously if there's age, kind of, you know, if there's big age gap, it's tough, right? But if you're not cool, like pretty cool with your bro, I mean, who do you have later on in life, guys? Who do you have once your parents, once your cousins and all this shit leave? Who do you have later on in life, you know? So anyway, that's a story for another topic. But like I'm trying to say, guys, you know, build these relationships now. Build this mental fortitude. Have a team ready with you guys to help build your career, because this shit will only get harder, guys. The shit, like, in life will only get harder when it comes to just like everything. But I want to bring it back a little bit, guys, to the mental health aspect. So I was talking about basically, you know what I mean, you need to control your mental health, and the way, you know, I see a lot of people going on nowadays. This is another crazy aspect that I was talking about. So Tate talks about antidepressant drugs, guys. Mind-altering drugs. Now, I've said this before. I've said this at 12 years old. I was saying this way before any of this shit. Even before Tom Cruise was on that show with that guy talking about how they're chemistry-altering drugs. They're not good if you do not take them. Matt Lowry. Tom Cruise. I know you guys have all seen that video. It's like 11 million views on YouTube, where he basically talks about, do not take these mind-altering drugs. With exercise and good nutrition, you can pretty much overcome any mental disorder. And I believe that to 100%, guys. 100%. You do not need drugs to help fix any problems. Now, obviously, guys, if you guys have asthma or some shit, yeah, you know, drugs are probably a little bit necessary. Or if you have problems, you know, there's obviously. But these things that alter your mind chemistry, guys, are insane, man. I just do not agree with this to its utmost level. And to promote this shit on social media like some people do, they literally, I've seen some people on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram promoting antidepressant, antipsychotic, ADHD, ADD drugs, guys. I mean, y'all should fucking be ashamed of yourself. Y'all should be ashamed of your goddamn self, guys. The last thing you ever do in life is take that shit. Like, I'm telling you, it'll fuck you up more than you can believe, guys. And if I don't need the shit, I'm fucking nuts, guys. My intensity is at like 100 a lot of the time. Not always, but fucking it is, like, right? You know, people are like, Chris, you have ADHD. Oh yeah, you definitely have ADHD. Fuck you, bro. I work out 7 days a week. I don't give a fuck. I have loads of energy. I have one of my parents say, you're just full of beans, guys. How the fuck would you give a guy who's working out 24/7 like I'm trying to do, fucking just work out all day, fucking crazy? I know a lot of people like that, guys. A lot of people that work out more than me. You give those people suppressants? You wanna suppress that fucking that intensity, that fucking rage that you got, that smoke that you're on? You wanna suppress that as a man with testosterone and a pair of balls? You wanna fucking suppress that shit? That shit's what fucking built this world, bro. That's what makes babies, bro. That's what fucking drives everything in life. And you're suppressing it with fucking drugs? You better be out your fucking mind, bro. I mean, that shit is just mind-boggling. I mean, who the fuck thought of that shit? Anyway, I gotta stop swearing because YouTube started shadow blocking me. But like, who was the first guy to say, yo, let's take these antidepressants and start giving them to kids, guys? I mean, you all sick, man. Yeah, it's just disgusting, guys. It's just, call it what you want, giving drugs to people and all this shit, and then telling them you've no hope. You know, depression has got you, anxiety has got you. You've no hope. You have to take these drugs. Is completely and utterly insane, guys. They say that a lot of your gut has something to do with it, guys. If people are depressed or anxiety, I would recommend doing a carnivore diet, high fat, a keto diet, so your mood swings aren't crazy. When you introduce carbohydrates, guys, a lot of the times, and this is not bro science, this is like research material, you guys can just Google it on YouTube. A lot of times when you introduce carbohydrates here to a diet, whether the diet's good or not, a lot of times, guys, what it does, guys, is it makes your mood fluctuate. You know what I mean? I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to say this is medical advice, but it makes your mood fluctuate a lot. So I know, guys, I've been working out for 10 years. I know my body like crazy. Like when you work out that much, and a lot of people on this channel have been working out more with me, you know your body like crazy, guys. You just know as soon as you take something, as soon as you do something different, revolutionary, right? So I started doing low carbs a few months ago, and I've never done, in 10 years of working out, I've never done low carbs in my life, and oh my god, I feel so phenomenal. It's almost like a game changer for a lot of people. You know, you have to know your body. I'm not saying it's a game changer for everybody, guys. Some people do good vegan, some people do good high carbs, low fat. It's definitely per person. But a lot of times those carbohydrates, because they're what are creating energy in your body, quote unquote energy, that's what is going to alter your brain chemistry as well, guys. It's going to alter your gut chemistry, which in turn can alter your brain chemistry. So I would recommend low carbs, or at least a diet that's fairly the same every single day, like fairly like not going to fluctuate in terms of like many different things that you eat, guys. If you're eating chicken every single day, eat chicken every day. If you're eating fish every day, eat fish every day. Don't have it fluctuate like an absolute ton, guys, right? Don't have it fluctuate like crazy like that. So but yeah, that's what will really affect your mental health, guys. Don't introduce drugs. I do not recommend that shit for anyone. And this is what Tate says, and people get mad at that. It is actually insane, guys, the way some people are treated. And if your doctor prescribes these things, I mean, I think they should be held accountable. If you commit suicide, if you do any of these wild things, I think that you should be held accountable. It says on the packet, I've never taken any of this stuff, guys, but it says on the packet, I know, I've read it before on the internet. Internet can't be lying, right? I read it before, and it says like, yo, like, this causes suicidal tendencies. Why the hell are you taking that shit? Like, bro, the most natural you can be as a person, the better, guys. Don't introduce shit unless you need it. I wish I had a co-host here so that I could bounce off them and make this video 3 hours long without even trying, like nothing. But I'm trying to get good at this shit on my own, guys, as well, because I want you guys to learn some information off me. If anyone will watch these videos, people will get some motivation from the shit. What else, guys, do you guys want me to talk about? We'll talk about a little bit about mental health in terms of like relationships and stuff, guys. You know, a few things that I think people should, we'll see what tangents I go on. But like, when it comes to mental health, guys, you know, maybe your jealousy or your, you know, you feel a certain way about people or you know, the way people talk about you in general or things like this, guys. Like I said in the beginning, just don't even pay any attention. And I know it's corny to say, oh, don't pay any attention, but like, whatever people say, guys, it's not going to affect you. Is it putting money in your pocket? Is it helping you in any way? Like when I came back from America, I still haven't lost it. I just don't give a shit. Like you kind of have to go off and experience different cultures, different kind of places to see, oh yeah, there's so many people in this world that you're like a completely nobody. Like you're a nobody. And even if you're the president of the United States, nobody thinks about you. Nobody cares about what you're doing, guys. Like me posting these videos, I wish I'd get 10 million views per video, but really nobody cares about you, guys. Everyone has shit problems that they have going on. They got heart disease, they got cancer, they got loads of problems going on, guys. People don't care about your shit. And you have to understand that, you know, don't be like shy with every interaction that you are with people, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that whenever I would go out, people would say like, yo, Irish guys are really shy, like women and shit, like foreign women. I'm thinking like, Irish guys are shy. It's fucking true, guys. Like, and then all of a sudden we get drinking us and we're like MMA fighters. It's just like the most absurd, backwards kind of situation. I wonder what else I could talk about in this podcast, guys. Let me just look through my notes here, because I know a lot of you guys are eager to hear me rant more. I wanted to talk about 10 non-negotiables. I wanted to talk about, I might make a separate video to this, guys, but I want to make like 10 non-negotiables. Oh, let's talk about hypocrisy, guys, as well, guys. Let's talk about hypocrisy. I have a really funny story, actually. So when it comes to like hypocrisy in general, guys, everyone's pretty much everyone is capable and pretty much they have experienced, you know, being a hypocrite one time in their life or another, guys. You know what I mean? At some point in time in life, I think most people have, you know, have experienced that themselves being a hypocrite. So here's a really funny story, guys. This is like, I like to talk about the relationship kind of stuff as well. That shit's hilarious. People get triggered like fuck. But they also just give me good views on those videos. So yeah. So like, when it comes to it, because I started making relationship videos, like just talking shit about like relationships and stuff like that in the beginning of YouTube, and people were just hating hard, and I understand why, guys, because when you can't get laid for shit, you start getting resentful as fuck, guys. It's just really sad. But these videos that I make are to help people get laid, help people understand the way other people are. You know, it's not to put someone down. Like, that's the most insane idea. Why the fuck would people think that? If you think that you have bad mental fitness, I'll talk about mental fitness as well. Mental fitness and this story, guys. So let's talk about this story first. Like, just talking about hypocrisy in women and stuff like that. I remember like a few years ago, I was on a night out with friends, or I thought they were friends, and this guy had a problem with me, and I didn't really understand why this guy had a problem with me. I understand now. You know, he didn't have a girlfriend, he was unfit, didn't have a job, you know, really low self-esteem, just like, you know, really bad mental fitness, really bad mental health. And I was arguing with him, and he said that basically, yo, you gotta stop saying bitches to women, or calling women bitches. I'm thinking, well, I'm looking at him like, what? I was like, first of all, don't tell me what the fuck to do. Second of all, I don't ever say directly to a woman, you're a bitch. I've never said that my entire life, ever. Actually, quote me on that shit. But in terms of making jokes and the culture and the way people talk and, oh, these bitches are hot, man, like that kind of way, yeah, absolutely, guys. Everyone does that. If you don't do that, guys, it's like, come on, you know, I mean, bro, women, Kim Kardashian, all women said to each other. Every woman I've ever hung out with, they always say it about each other in a nice way or in a mean way. It's context dependent, right? I'm never saying it in a mean way, right? That I know of, right? Shit, maybe I have. Someone clipped this video. But, you know, really not saying it in a way that I want to hurt someone's feelings anyway, guys. That's not my intention. But in the same sentence, guys, he looks over and starts shouting at women and accosting women in a pub, in a bar. If you guys are American, right, watching this, he starts shouting over at women and accosting them in the pub. Oh, what's up, big titties and all this shit. I'm thinking, yo, this is what I want to talk about, self-awareness, guys. I talked about this earlier. Self-awareness is the most important thing in life, guys. This self-awareness, this ability to self-critique, like, yo, is what I'm saying to this person right or wrong? Is what I'm doing like right or morally wrong? Do I understand what I'm doing here? Am I a hypocrite? Am I, etc., etc.? Self-awareness, guys. Rappers even talk about it. Everyone talks about this. And I think a lot of people, guys, don't have this self-awareness, man. It's incredible. They talk about certain things like there's some sort of like God on a pedestal. But if you've been around the block, guys, I mean, nobody can fool me with shit, guys. I've never been scammed. You can't fool me with shit. If you try and pull a fast one on me or something, I know straight away, guys. You know what I mean? Just because you're not old, I know a lot of people that are 20, 21 that are like this as well, guys, that have this same kind of attitude, same self-awareness. There are a lot of 40-year-olds. Just because you're older doesn't mean you have good self-awareness, guys. It doesn't mean anything, guys. It doesn't mean anything. Just because you look at elders when you're young, you could be a kid and you have much more self-awareness than a person that is older than you. Just because they're older than you doesn't mean shit, guys. So this guy was accosting women and stuff, and I was thinking, yo, like, and I was getting women at the time, you know what I mean? I'm in a relationship now, but I was getting women at the time, a lot of women, you know what I mean? Shit, Tinder, and the way shit is nowadays, guys, Tinder, if you guys aren't getting a lot of women, it's just like, it's very easy, right? You know what I mean? Just, it's very easy, guys. Not it's not a bad thing. It's good to have several relationships in your life, guys, especially if you're a man, because then you kind of find out how women are, how to act in relationships, so you don't make the same mistake twice, etc. But this guy, I've only known him a little bit, maybe a few weeks, and I didn't know anything about this guy, and it was so incredible to see that this guy would be talking like this to me. I'm thinking like, yo, does he even understand what he's doing? Like, because he was saying it in front of a group of people, trying to embarrass me, but I don't give a shit. I was just like, yo, I'll fight you anytime. I don't care. Like, I'm kind of a nutcase. Like, you don't insult me to my face and get away with it. People think that they can do that. That's not how shit slides, guys. You don't just insult a man to his face, no matter what they are. Every man deserves a level of respect from people. If you don't give that respect, guys, there's going to be issues, guys. You know what I mean? There's going to be issues, you know what I mean? And people get, you know what I mean? They get, on site, guys. It's on site, right? So, it's not a good way to act that you're really unself-aware of what you are doing, you know what I mean? And people like encourage this. Like people that you don't know, friends that you think you have, encourage this behavior. Like, bro, just because one guy says one thing doesn't mean it's instantly true, guys. You know what I mean? It's absolutely insane. Another thing they were saying, like, oh, you think you're great and stuff because you have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm thinking like, yo, like, you're really saying this to me right now? Like, they just completely cut me off because I don't talk to them in 2 years, whatever. But like, yo, guys, like, you gotta have this real crazy attitude to think that I've changed in some way. Like, every single time people start pointing fingers at people, guys, I would say 99% of the time, it's always to deflect from them, guys. It's always, because people don't, if you just take philosophy or any psychology classes, which clearly, these people haven't, I know the people I'm talking about haven't, right? Or done anything like that in their whole life, then, you know what I mean? Not saying I'm some sort of philosopher or some kind of, psychoanalyzer, analyzer, that I'm some sort of expert, right? But like, this is why people like Peterson and Ben Shapiro and Slavoj Žižek and people like this, guys, because they're able to critique and know exactly when someone is being just clearly outright wrong in what they're saying. They're completely, you know what I mean, they're not self-aware to what they're doing. Like, they're like completely just wandering through life, like, oh, this day I like this, and this day I'm gonna be friends with this guy, and da-da-da. It's like, you cannot be like that, guys. I don't understand why people, you know what I mean? But that's just one aspect, guys. I never get upset or anything like that. Don't get emotionally involved when it comes to problems that people give you, guys. If people give you problems, guys, just know they hate their life, and you can't make it worse, because if you actually make it worse than them, God knows what they'll do, guys. You know what I mean? People, you don't want to be involved in any of this insanity. But like I said, guys, self-awareness is the most important key aspect. I literally just Google it, guys. Just like get more self-aware, like what you are doing. You know what I mean? Like what mental warfare you're having with people. I used to work at a job as well in the shop, guys. And every single day, this guy would come in, an older guy, like 45, whatever, and he would play like mental warfare games with me, like, oh, do this, and completely try and throw me off. I'm thinking like, yo, you can't fool me, bro. I've seen it all. Like, I know it all, bro. You can't, just because I'm 22 doesn't mean you're gonna try to fool me. Like, you know, self-awareness, guys, is incredible. When you have it, it's like a friggin', it's like a game changer. It's like a friggin', you know, it's a game changer. It's like if you learn a martial art. It's like a key to life that not a lot of people have, guys. It's crazy, man. To be able to recognize what's going on and the tricks and games people try to play with you, like, bro, you can't fool me. It's just, you know what I mean? People think there's something you're gonna say or something that's gonna be like, oh shit, like game changer, like this guy, I fooled this guy, like, bro. I mean, shit just doesn't work like that, guys. You know, shit just does not work like that, man. You know, you have to be really unaware of shit that's going on for you to be like, you know what I mean, completely fooled by people, you know. So a lot of the times, guys, you're gonna face this self-awareness in forms of like narcissistic behavior coming from other people, guys. You know, you're gonna see people say stuff like, yo, this guy thinks he's better than us, or, you know, all this kind of stuff, guys. This kind of behavior, when people say that, or else they just stop hanging out with you or something, it's because they know 100% that you are better, and they cannot be around that. Narcissist prey on people that know they're worse than them, guys. They know that people that are worse than them, so they have to hang out with people that are worse than them, or else it makes them unhappy. Like, if you're around people that are in greatness around you, this is a great way to be, guys. You'll never have narcissistic traits, because you'll be self-aware, like, yo, this is where I excel, this is where I don't excel, let me try and work in this area harder. But with narcissists, guys, it's like friggin', they don't know what area, they just are so completely unaware that you're killing them in every single area, that they're like, oh man, I can't hang around with this. I can't hang around with this person. Like, I have to be better than the people that I'm hanging around with. I have to be the number one. I have to be the top dog. And it's like, yo, gee, like, you're never gonna be number one at anything. Like, you know what I mean? Someone's gonna be better than you at this. Someone's gonna be richer than you, better looking, faster, stronger, bigger, whatever it may be, guys. And like, you just have to accept it and try and raise the bar higher. Don't ever think like, yo, I'm not hanging out with this guy because he's better than me. The only people I want to hang out with are people that are better than me, guys. People that excel me in certain aspects. Why would you want to be hanging out with people that are like trying to put you down, trying to make you feel worse? Like, I mean, it just literally makes you worse, guys. You know, your mental health is everything. It's the most important thing. I've said that about 100 times now. Like, nothing is going to be more important than you completely understanding why you are doing something. Like, why exactly am I doing this? Like, people literally say in their head, oh, this guy is doing social media, or this guy is doing this because he thinks he's better than everyone. It's like, why is that a narrative? Like, I don't understand. Like, please leave in the comments, chat, tell me why. I'm just kidding, guys, I'm not live streaming on Twitch, but why is it that people are like so like concerned with how much you make on social media, and like, why are you doing social media? It's like, because it's pretty much the only way to like get a brand. Like, you know, it's pretty much the only way to like build a brand and help spread a positive message. You know, if I go around to people's houses and hand out flyers or do, you know, missionary work there with my little my Bible and hello there, I'm a missionary from Ohio, and I'm trying to help you with becoming a new, you know, helping person. It's like, bro, what kind of bullshit is that? Like, yo, that's like 1955 thinking. The internet's the best thing to help get your message across to people, help build brands, help motivate people. I want to make this channel motivating as hell, guys. I saw No Life Shaq. He's one of the best motivators on YouTube. I want to be like that shit, guys. I want to achieve crazy things so that I can help motivate other people, guys. You know what I mean? In Ireland, we should be completely together. I think some people think that they're together, but they're not, guys. People need to understand that there's a lot of creators, there's a lot of people doing work that they don't talk to anyone else. They're just trying to really hard to get that goal. And, you know, shit, I'm probably one of those people, guys. I wish that I could talk to other people, but I send people messages and they don't respond back to me, whatever it is. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, why are you then preaching on your channel? Oh, reach out to me. Guys, if you're watching this right now and it's like an hour of me speaking, please reach out to me. I think that people think if you have a lower channel or a lower number on your channel, then you're less than a person. Guys, it couldn't be more the opposite, you know what I mean? The people that are less than you want to help bring them up, guys. You want to help, like, motivate their shit so they're, like, able to achieve more things in life, guys. Not just like, oh, I'm better than this person, fuck this person, move on to the next one. Like, I mean, just, the cycle continues, guys. Like, don't think that, like, because you have less subscribers or less followers on Instagram, then you're worth more than someone. I mean, where do people get that rhetoric? A guy with 1 million subscribers is not worth more than a guy with 10 subscribers. It's just not, guys. It's just not the case. Like, they may have a bigger brand, they may be doing, like, more things business-wise, but really, like, in terms of, like, morally better, or, like, are they, like, helping more people? Like, no, guys, it's not at all. Like, you don't even know that. The guy with 10 subscribers could be doing humanitarian work on the weekends, helping people, starving kids or whatever. So you don't know, guys. You don't know, like, what the issue is with people. So really, guys, when it comes down to it, take care of your mental health, guys. It's the most important thing. Just remember that phrase I keep saying, the most important thing. There's nothing that'll even come close to topping your mental health, guys. Nothing that'll even come close in life. Like, I don't think, very few things, like, that will affect you on a daily basis than your mental, and that is that important, guys. Other than probably your money, like how much you have money, but, like, even that, like, you can control to a certain extent, but it's like, if you don't have business acumen or whatever, you're not gonna be able to control that anyway, guys. So it's like shit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that rant, guys. Please leave in the comments some of the other videos for me to create, guys. I have a lot of different ideas on what to do, women videos, relationship videos, stuff like that. I don't know, do you guys want to hear those kind of videos? Do you think if I made relationship type videos, they're, like, misogynistic or, like, insulting to women? Like, or what do you guys think, man? Leave in the comments down below. Love you guys all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.